I just wanted to hop on here before the episode starts and let you know and remind you. So this was recorded a long time ago, well before the whole quarantine, stay at home stuff was put in place. So just be aware that this was recorded well before all of the restrictions were put in place. Thank you guys for watching. All right, guys, we are back for episode, what are we calling it, Preston? 0.5? Something, I don't know. We're here for another episode. It's not an actual episode moving our story forward, but who the crap cares? We're here playing, and that's what matters. Today, playing at our table, we have Damon, we have Mandy, we have Spencer, we have Cambry. I didn't mess your name up this time. And our producer is Preston. And as always, I'm Mr. J. Okay, the hat's gonna be on and off all day. Just deal with it. Okay, before we get going, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Die Hard Die, Game Grid, and Blackfire Games here in Pleasant Grove. Please check them out as much as you can. As always, we even love our sponsor. Well, we especially love our sponsor, dndbeyond.com. They've provided a lot of this for us to be able to play. So thank you. Go check them out. With that being said, let's jump into it. Let's play D&D! Woo! Okay, go around and introduce your characters for us, please. Let's start over here with Damon. Give us your character's name, race, and class, and give us like a one-sentence blurb about your character.
Alright, my character's name is Ichigo. I'm a Dragonborn druid. It's a gold Dragonborn druid. And like, she's just kind of like awkward and Blair and strong.
Alright. Okay, Mandy.
Y'all probably know me. I'm playing as Eris. She's a drow. She is a ranger, and she's kind of a spirited character. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, Spencer.
All right, I'm playing as Brax, a Warforged paladin. He was brought over from a foreign place in the legal weapons deal, and now he walks around.
Okay.
I'm playing as Annie. She's a protector Aesmar, and she's a rogue, and she's very opinionated and spirited. Yeah.
Spirited is what we're gonna use. It was a pain. Okay. All right, no, it wasn't. Your character is lovely. So, are we ready to play D&D? Are we truly ready? Welcome. Let's get into a little bit of exposition here. Eris, it is roughly 2 months since your adventure, and you are on Oman's Isle, and you are kind of getting settled, and you've kind of done some work for the local groups in Ironkeep, and a post shows up. We're not going to say post. We're going to say an opportunity arises. Yeah, opportunity. An opportunity knocks. More really, you get hit in the face with this opportunity. You're told if you want to stay, you need to go on this this little job, we'll call it. Being the spirited character Eris is, you kind of negotiate that if you do this and do this job well, there is the possibility that you get your goldfish.
Yes!
Okay? So what has happened is you've hopped on a ship, and the group is following yet another ship, heavily armored this time ship, coming from Waterdeep, heading south. The ship that you see yours following looks very familiar to the one that you have distinct knowledge of. But you guys follow it at quite a distance, enough of a distance that, I mean, it's suspicious, but not enough distance that the other ship is going to like turn around and come and attack you. After quite some time, the captain and the navigator of your ship realize that you guys are getting close to the southern island of Cholt. Now, I want you to make a history check for me, please. Yes, ma'am.
15. Do I add anything to it?
Your history modifier, please.
16.
16. You know Cholt is a dense jungle island, and you have heard, you don't know if they're real, but they're probably just rumors, you think, that dinosaurs live on this island. You come to a kind of a secluded beach that you feel is relatively safe, and you and 3 other individuals from your ship are told you need to go scout the area to see if we can find a spot that everyone on the ship can unload and investigate what this other ship is doing here. You get off the ship with this small group. Will you make a perception check for me?
8.
Cool. You get on a little skiff from your large ship that's going to take you onto the beach. Your ship has to anchor about 50 yards off the beach to stay safe. You get in the boat, this little skiff, and you're starting to head towards the beach. Something bumps your boat. You're not quite sure what it is. It seems like a wave more than anything. But you get to the beach, and you and the other 3 individuals get off the ship. By this time, it's getting dark, and you find a relatively secluded spot kind of in between a few trees, and you set up camp. Okay? The next thing you know, you're awake with a bag on your head,
Aww.
and you have nothing.
Again?
You have nothing. Again. You have problems, Eris. You have problems. Take care of your crap. You realize that you are being dragged. You are being pulled somewhere. Stupid conjugations of English. You are being pulled somewhere. Your hands are bound behind your back, and your head is in a sack, like a burlap sack. What do you do?
Try to listen and if I can hear any voices.
What languages do you speak?
I think Common and Elvish.
You don't understand anything. You hear languages, but you don't understand them. Do you do anything else? Okay. After a while, the sounds of the jungle kind of fade, and you now realize that you're hearing more voices around you. You hear people talking. You hear some Elvish. You hear things like release. You hear the word please a lot. You hear a lot of people saying, no, I'm sorry, no. You hear a lot of very gruff voices. You hear a door open, and now all of a sudden your feet that were once dragging along through the dirt are now dragging along stones. You hear the creak of some metal being moved, and then you're thrown, like you are lifted off your feet and thrown, and you land really hard on your side. And you hear footsteps come over, and the bag on your head is ripped off. At the same time, the rope around your hands is cut, and when your eyes come to focus, you see a jail cell door slamming shut.
No!
As you look around, you see you are in a jail, and it's not just you.
2,000 years later.
We got our map, and we got minis. They've been there the whole time, I promise. Yep, they've always been there. Okay, Eris, when you wake up, when your eyes adjust, not only do you see a few prison guards kind of walking up and down these halls, 3, you see across from you are 2 cells. In one is a gold dragonborn. In the other looks like a wooden robot. Like a robot. Or you don't know what a robot is. A metal man. A metal man.
He's freaking out.
And you don't know if there's anyone on the other sides of you, because your cells, all of your cells, are metal bars on the front, but stone walls in between. Okay. Ichigo and Brax, across from you, you see you have a new friend. You have a new companion in this jail that you have all been in. Let's see, Ichigo, you've been here for 8 days.
Okay.
Brax, you've been here for 10 days. Annie, you've been here 1 day.
Nice.
But after 24 hours, you now have a new friend. Well, you don't know yet. Brax and Ichigo, you see you have a new friend, a elf. She looks a little bit darker skinned than most elves that you've seen before. You just see another elf. You must be more elves, stinking elves. You have heard that a cell has opened and closed. Brax and Ichigo, you know that to the jail cell, the very furthest to your right, so it would be to the left of Mandy's jail cell, is at the very, very end. To Mandy's right. Sorry, I'm struggling with this one. Is a woman, a female elf, that has been there ever since you have. She's been there the whole time. And she is not a pleasant person. But she's the only company you guys have had. What do?
Cry.
So Ichigo just looks over and is like, oh, friend. It's the worst.
Out of character, why are we here? Were we kidnapped? What boat were we from?
You don't.
You've just been here.
We don't remember anything before.
Not that I know of.
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Yes.
Can I just look at them and just be like, so, how's it going your first time around? Is this your guys' first time here?
Talk to him. Don't talk to me.
I'm just kind of sitting in the corner, kind of freaking out.
Like,
You've been here 10 days. You're still freaking out?
Backstory.
Don't know what is happening. Robot feeling emotions.
Not like I don't know what's happening, but like, oh crap, what's gonna happen?
Okay.
Unsure.
I was just looking for a companion. And then I guess I found one in the most unexpected place.
Oh. We'll see if we can be companions. We're in a jail cell.
Out of character. I'm just like pulling my fist through the boxes.
Ichigo's like in the middle of tears. Bump it! Okay. So that kind of happens, and you all just kind of spend the rest of the day panicking. You're contemplating your life choices because you don't even know how you ended up in a jail cell.
I'm crying.
You're crying still. It's been 8 days, and you're still crying.
How far apart are the metal bars?
Oh, they're probably about 5 inches apart.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could stick your arm through, but you're not like sliding through sideways. They are small enough that even a gnome would be stuck. Okay. So they're quite tight, but they're very easily seen through and reached through. Your cells are about 10 feet by 10 feet. So, I mean, you have plenty of room to move around. You've got, as you look around the jail, the entire jail itself is dimly lit by candles in sconces. And there are a couple very small windows high up in the hallways and outside of the jail cells. After a day or two, so it's been maybe another day or two, none of you have heard really anything more than just rustling from that very far end cell.
We haven't eaten?
Well, I mean, you get like,
Rations.
yeah, in the mornings, they kind of just like slide a large metal, like a pewter bowl. I wouldn't call it a bowl. We'll just call it a bent plate full of some sort of slop into your cell, and you're fed once a day.
Do we have our weapons in here?
No!
Oh,
Yeah, y'all don't even have armor on. Yeah. Y'all have like a canvas, a giant canvas pillowcase with arms on it. is
Yes,
essentially
a royal
all.
dress
Potato
campus
sack.
sack.
Yeah, huh?
Potato sack.
You're wearing a potato sack.
They stole our clothing?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yes, they did.
That's terrifying.
If it's valuable, it's valuable.
Oh, I hate that.
You got thrown in prison. Don't get thrown in prison next time.
I'm
What
used to
did
it.
I do?
Well, I don't know. It's your fault, not mine. Okay. After a couple days, you see for the first day that you're there, Eris, a guard comes in and starts yelling at you and talking to you. You don't know a single freaking thing that's being said.
Can I just yell back at him just for fun?
Yeah, we make a dexterity saving throw, please.
No!
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Makes him cry.
19.
Okay, you start yelling back, and he grabs like a loose stone off of the floor and just throws it at you. And you kind of dodge to the side, and he just looks at you and is like, mumbles something, and you get the idea that he kind of like, next time you get shot, kind of thing.
I will learn from that.
Yeah. And so, oh no, you all already know, because you've seen
okay.
the person in this very end cell have crossbows and short bows fired at her. Yeah, you've seen it happen before.
I haven't seen it. But.
Yeah. After a couple days, the guards kind of wander, taper down to how many are wandering in and out, and it ends up just being one guard at a time all day long. Unless something weird's going on, there's usually only one guard in the room. After a while, on one very stormy and dark day,
How do we know?
because there's
windows.
there's a couple small windows. It's a very stormy and overcast and dark day, and the single guard that is in there kind of watching you is sitting in his chair, his lunch in front of him, dozing. He's not quite fully awake, but he's not quite fully asleep. Eris and Annie, you can see him dozing. You can also see that leaning against the wall next to him is a short sword and a crossbow loaded with an extra bolt on the floor next to it.
So he was drugged.
He's not drugged. He's tired.
Oh.
He's just
Oh,
bored.
he's in prison. What did
He's
he say?
bored.
Why was there a bolt on the floor next to him?
No, it's so like it's a bolt for a crossbow.
Oh,
They're not
like he
called
wasn't
arrows. There's
shot.
bolts.
I
Yeah.
got you.
So he just Eris and Annie, you just can see like he's bored. This is you guys have been in there for it's been 11 days since you arrived. And so this dude is bored. And
I'm
so
bored too.
yeah, y'all is bored, and all of a sudden you hear, hey, everybody else awake? Hey, y'all awake?
Yeah.
Hey, who are you?
Who are you?
Dama, who are you?
I'm Eris.
Hi, Eris.
Hi.
You want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Help me.
Okay, with what?
Get that person next to you to help me.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey.
And
Where's the voice coming from?
the very end of the hallway. So Annie, if you're looking out your cell, it's to your very far right.
Okay.
You just hear, hey, person on the end. What's your name? Not Eris. Hey, robot man. Metal man, how you doing? Hey, Scales. What's the happy haps?
I'm exercising.
Are you crying anymore?
No.
Got tired of that crying.
Yeah.
Hey, person on the end.
Yes.
You there?
Yes.
You see the guard?
Yes.
Is he still sleeping?
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of? He either is or he
Fully
ain't.
asleep.
Is his eyes closed?
Yeah.
Sold. And yeah, as you like, what? All of a sudden you see this like spectral hand floating down the hall. And you hear this voice say, hey, there's a treasure chest. You see it? See that treasure chest? Can you see the treasure chest?
Yes, I can see it.
I can pick it. I can open it with this hand.
Okay.
Magical down here.
Nice.
She goes, I think my stuff's in there.
What's your stuff?
Well, a lockpick set. For the most part.
Oh, me? My stuff?
No, my stuff.
His stuff.
Her.
Hers.
Her?
Mhm.
Oh. Wait, why?
I need you to
Why do I
guide
have
my magical hand to
Okay.
open up that there chest.
Okay.
So you gotta tell me which directions to go.
Okay.
You can do that?
It's very far away. Can I see that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's only about 15 feet away from you. So it'd be like looking at the other side of this room.
Well, yeah. Like, is he asking me to help pick it?
No.
No.
Guide the magic hand
Towards the chest.
towards the chest, because
Sorry,
this person can't see that chest, but she obviously knows it's there.
Okay.
And she goes, "You gonna help me?"
Why would I?
Okay, well, you can rot in here. That's totally fine. Hey, Eris!
What's your ulterior motive is the thing I'm asking.
Ulterior motives. I don't even know that word. Apparently, you don't want to get out of jail. Hey,
Okay,
Eris.
Fine, I'll help you.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Okay, so help me.
Okay.
Make a, let's do intelligence check.
Okay.
7.
Okay,
Sorry, hand.
so you're like, okay, go forward. And, okay, which way's forward? Like, this way. And you're like, go that, no, the other way. And she's like, you ain't making one lick of sense. Can anybody else see the treasure chest? Anybody else?
I can.
You can't.
Sort of.
You
I can
can't.
see around. Like,
You
right
cannot
there.
see around the
I
corner.
can get closer than she can.
You can't even see the chest.
No, but
It is 10 feet.
not the chest. But I can see at least to right there to the end of the cell, and then she can lead her the rest of the way there.
Okay. Okay, so how about we do this? You guys get to each roll your persuasion checks together.
Do we, like, add them up? Oh, 25.
What? How?
Not 20.
She got enough time.
Okay. Well, they don't matter on skill
20.
checks.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, so Eris, you go, let me do this. And for some reason, Annie, you're just like, look, all you got to do is go 10 feet more towards the door, and then you come around the corner and head towards the chest, and you do like this spectacular job, and you just hear, oh, well, hot dog and braid my whiskers. Here we go. And as you're giving these descriptions, you hear the chest click, and you hear, hey, did I do it? Did it unlock?
Can I see it?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
definitely popped open.
It's open.
And you just tell her, lift the lid. And she goes, okay. And you can see, and you can kind of see this elf down here in this last cell, just kind of like moving her hand around like this. And
so
she's
it is her.
she's like, and you guys see her like, she's like, what's in it? And she asks you if, like, you can see her like magical hand like start grabbing at things. And you can see coming out of it is just like random like shoes and like a hat and like a coat. She's like, what I find? What's in there?
Articles of clothing?
What?
Close.
Liar. What's and you two see like you know all of a sudden like a pair of pants come up like, what's this?
Pants.
No, it's got, what are these two things hanging like that I can feel wobbling? This has got to be like a bow and arrow or something.
Pants.
This is stupid. Whose idea? This is stupid. This is just stupid. Will you make a perception check for me?
Yeah. 13.
You notice on the wall next to the sword is a hook with a ring of keys on it.
There's some keys over there, I think.
And all of a sudden the hand just like stops, and like if a hand could look at you, it turns and looks at you. And it's like, why didn't you tell me
I just
about the
noticed
keys?
them.
Why ain't you paying attention?
You're the one who doesn't have eyes.
Okay,
I got
I'm
eyes.
helping you.
Hey, metal man, do I got eyes?
Yeah,
Tell the person down there I got eyes.
she does eyes.
Okay.
Hey, Scaly, do I got eyes?
Yeah.
Them is purty eyes, ain't they?
Yeah.
Tell that person down there.
She got pretty eyes.
See, I told you.
Okay.
Fine. Then go get the keys.
Well, I don't know where the keys is.
I'm about to tell you. Calm down.
Well, be faster.
Okay, goodness. Do I need to roll another
Yeah, make a stealth check.
stealth check? 25.
Okay. You start to, as you hear this person at the end of the hall start accusing you of being maybe ignorant and dumb, your voice starts to raise, but you see the guard kind of shift as if he's starting to wake up, and you quiet down just enough that he doesn't.
Okay.
Do you try to tell her how to get to the keys?
Well, first I told her to be quiet.
I'm being quiet. You're the one not being quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I tell her how to get to the
Make a let's do an intelligence check again.
Okay. 15.
Okay, so you are able to explain to her. It takes some tries. It takes a little bit of effort, but all of a sudden you see the magical hand lift this ring of keys off of the hook, and it's like, "Hey, I got something. What do I got?
The keys.
Are you sure? If I jingle them, is they gonna be keys? Should I jingle them? I'm gonna jingle them.
Sure.
I'm gonna jingle them.
No.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Okay, everybody make a stealth check at that point.
Yeah, 21.
20. Not
3.
natural.
3?
3.
Oh my god.
Okay. You hear, shall I jingle them? And you see this kind of like smirk on this elf's face, and you turn like, no. And you just hear, don't jingle! Don't jingle!
Don't jingle.
And the guard like, Jingles? Where's Jingles?
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells is yes. Jingles bells. Jingle all the...
They know the song Jingle Bells.
They do now.
Alright.
And you see this hand start floating back, and as it floats by, it crosses the face of this elf, and it just stares at you. Brax like, "You's dumb, isn't you? I like dumb ones." And she pulls the keys in and starts like reaching through, and you guys hear, "Hot damn!" And it's like click, and the cell door opens. He goes, "Hey, dumb one, you want to get out of here? You've been here almost as long as I have."
Yes.
Click, and she unlocks your door. And he goes, "Scaly, you gonna cry if we leave your new home?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
You cried quite a bit."
I know.
Okay. Click, and she turns around, and you finally get to see this person. You see,
Is she another one of my cousins?
I forgot you met your cousin. No, maybe like super. No, not even super distant, because your parents are Drow and Wood Elf. This is a very clearly a high elf.
Oh.
She is very, very slender. Her features are very, very distinct and pointed, but she looks rough. It looks like she has lived on the streets for easily the past 100 years. She's got a face tattoo. She's got some tattoos coming down her neck. Her hair is pretty much all shaved off, except for like this one strand that comes down the side, and it's a very loose braid. She doesn't have too many teeth. She goes, "Hey, I'm Dama. You must be Eris.
Yeah.
You want to get out of here?
Yes, please.
You can help me?
Yeah.
You sure about that?"
Yes.
Click. And she opens your cell door. She's like, be quiet. And she comes down and goes, "So, dum-dum, I'll let you out. You help me." And she unlocks your cell. And all of your cell doors have kind of creaked open. And she goes, "Well, I'm going to eat this guy's food and then we can go." And you got, yes?
Is there anything in my cell?
Like a pile of hay that you've been sleeping on and a bucket for the bathroom.
Wait, is it past
Gross.
midday?
Alright.
Huh?
Is it past midday?
You're not quite sure.
Wait, do I have the plate bowl?
No. In fact, no food has shown up today.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. Oddly enough. Yes, ma'am.
Can I see how asleep the guy is?
Yes, make a stealth check.
Stealth check. I swear. 17.
Okay, good.
He's not heavily asleep, but he is asleep. Enough that you can, like, quietly leave. Okay, you all are out of your cells in that hallway.
I'm gonna roll a perception check on the door. Is the door closed?
No, there ain't no door.
There isn't a door.
There is no door. It's just a hallway.
Oh, so like at the
Is-
end of the hallway.
So in front of you, at the end of that hallway,
Yeah.
you can see straight hallway. It's just super long. From the end of the prison cell, it's 55 feet and then a wall.
Can I like peek around the corner?
You want to go down that
Wait,
hallway?
No.
Oh yeah, you have a short sword.
Yes.
I want to grab
Wait,
some
can I
of the
grab the
clothes.
crossbow?
You have the crossbow with 2 shots.
Nice.
So
I want some of the clothes.
You pull out the clothing. It
I
is
do as well.
not gonna fit you.
Oh, thank you.
You mentioned a hat and a coat. Can I try and see what those are?
A hat and a coat. It is a hat and a coat.
Yeah.
You look at them and they are a hat and a coat. Highs or lows?
Highs.
Ooh. The coat most definitely would fit you, and the hat is like a bowler hat.
I'll take them.
Okay, you have a coat and a bowler hat. Congratulations.
Anything else? Like nothing, like no other weapons?
The only other weapon is the crossbow. You picked up the crossbow, right? And the short sword, and that's it.
Wait.
You two got nothing else.
Are there plates on the table?
It's like a wooden plate.
How heavy was that?
How annoying would that be?
If you threw it at somebody, it wouldn't hurt them.
Oh, okay, never.
I don't want that.
What kind of coat is it?
Canvas.
Okay. It's like a trench coat type thing?
Yeah, but really gross.
Wait, silverware? Is there silverware?
No, there's not. Yeah, there's not.
There's nothing.
I already have the crossbow. Chill.
Well, I only have 2 shots.
Yep.
And I've got
Yes,
this.
ma'am.
Out of character, hypothetically speaking, hypothetically speaking, could you use hay to knock somebody out?
No.
No, like if you hold it over their mouth and like a.
No. Or you could just be really quiet.
I like that
We
idea.
have a metal man.
No, he knows how to walk quietly. Yeah.
Do you know how to talk quietly though?
Don't jingle.
Okay. So you guys are standing at that doorway in that hall trying to decide what to do. You can see down the hallway. Everybody can hear footsteps in that far hallway coming your way.
I quietly walk into my cell and close the door so like it looks closed, but
Okay.
it's not closed.
Okay?
And
Yeah?
wait, there's hay, right?
Yeah?
You can. I had the sword and I do it. She
Oh
does.
yeah, I also put the crossbow
Yeah.
under the
Okay.
I started just playing with the hay in my
Okay.
cell.
I want to put the coat and bowler hat underneath the hay.
Oh, and the shoes. I also put the
Okay.
shoes under the hay.
So you guys hustle back into your cells. The whole time,
And I kind of like
Dama is
follow
still
them.
standing at the table going, y'all a bunch of idiots. And just keeps eating the food that's on that plate.
Dude, you're gonna get caught.
And she's like, by who? It's just the patrols. They ain't gonna come in here.
That's what you think?
So you guys sit and watch, and you're all like in this panic, watching Dama eat this food, and nobody comes in the room. A few minutes pass, and she kind of like peeks out down the hallway and goes, "Patrol's gone the other way. We gonna leave now?" There was supposed to be like a middle of the episode ad here, but most of the actually all of the information that was in that ad is obsolete. It's talking about Alpine Gaming Con and all sorts of good stuff. So what was going to be a couple minute break is just this now. Yeah, lovely, right? Okay, let's get you back to the episode. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
Wait,
so
wait.
let's go.
Did I
go.
roll listen?
Huh?
It's good.
Can I go back there and roll listen again?
Yeah.
Perception. That.
Go
I
for
go
it.
and sit with Dama.
13.
You can hear voices and people moving around, but you can't tell where out there.
How do I know how far away?
No, just out there. It's a stone hall with possible doorways and corners.
All right, can
Somewhere out there.
I go and pick up a candle?
Like.
No, they're like candles in sconces. Oh yeah, it's dark-ish.
Well, I have darkness. Never.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Can we go look at the 4 different possible doors?
You sure can. That is totally fine. Okay. So you guys go out of the jail. Well, at least Eris just says, "Well, I'm leaving," and Dama goes, "Hi, that's a good idea. I'm going with you."
Sweet,
I
fun.
follow Dama.
Okay.
I also go.
Well, I guess we're a family now.
Wow.
Metal Man,
Nice.
you coming with us?
Yes.
Okay. He seems a little timid for being made of metal, but you know, to each their own. And and Dama and Eris, kind of leading the way, walks down the hallway. Yeah, I assumed you guys picked up your possessions and kind of head back out. Okay, so you guys start heading down this hall. Y'all need to make a stealth check.
18.
Yeah, 18.
18.
7.
Okay, you all are like sneaking quietly, and you hear, "This is a hallway. Where are we going? Yeah, Brax isn't being too quiet.
Yeah.
And those of you that all of a sudden you hear Dama say, "Who the crap is talking?
Metal man.
Hustle back! Hustle back! Hustle back!" And like Dama turns around, like starts pushing you back towards the prison, and tucks you guys into that first cell, like that first cell inside the door, and kind of like you see her like flatten against the wall, and you hear footsteps come down the hallway, and you hear and then it kind of like shuffles off the other way, and Dama turns around like, "Y'all gotta be quiet. If you want to get out of here, you gotta be quiet." And she opens the cell cell door and says, "Okay, let's go." And you head back down that hall again. How far do we go?
I'm going.
How far does Dama go?
Dama just kind of starts sneaking slowly. You can tell she's being very cautious. But she's about 15 feet down the hall, about 5 or 10 feet away from the first door on the left.
I follow her example.
Okay.
I do too.
Okay. Okay. You kind of have to use words.
I want to go to the third place with the chairs and.
So the first door on your
First
right.
door on the right,
There we
yes,
go. We need to
that
use
is-
explanations like
that is
that because
better.
they can't see the map.
See it?
Okay. Okay, so Dama is kind of like sneaking along, coming up to the first door on the left, and Brax kind of goes like, "Oh, I'll go over here then," and decides to go to the other door. Brax, what do you get to that doorway? It's just an open hall. It's open doorway. It's not an actual door.
Oh. I want to go inside.
You just step inside. Okay. You step inside, and this room is clearly where the guards have their lunch. There are 2 tables on which are the remains of a previous meal yet to be cleared. There's nothing else in this room. There are no people and no nothings. Okay. All right, the rest of you, Dama goes, "Where's he going? That fool!" And kind of like hustles after him. And you 3 are left kind of at the edge of the door, the first doorway on your left.
I press against the wall.
You
Yes.
against the wall, okay?
I'm gonna press against the wall and like slowly shuffle over there,
Over where?
over towards the door on the left,
Okay.
and I'll listen. I'm gonna do perception. Can I? Okay. 20.
Okay, you hear footsteps. So if you kind of shuffle up to the door and you look down the hallway, so not into the door, but you keep looking down the hallway the way you guys are heading, you can hear footsteps kind of moving away from you around that corner. They're getting
here?
more and more faint, yes.
Okay.
But inside the doorway, you hear breathing.
Okay.
That's about it. You don't hear nothing because you didn't check. She's the only one at the door.
All right. What is he doing now?
I don't know. He's
What
inside
are
that.
you
He
doing?
disappeared. You can't see him.
Oh, you haven't
He
come out yet.
he ducked into that room that's across the hall from
I went to
you.
the first
Right.
door on the right.
Yeah.
And you haven't come out.
No.
Okay.
So essentially, the minute that like
Jamming.
Era or Dama went over towards that, you slid up to the door to listen, and she kind of disappeared into that other room with Brax.
Okay. I'm gonna like quietly cross across the hall and like.
Go there.
Yeah, I'm gonna like peek in, like very slowly.
Into the room that Brax
Yeah,
went
this one,
into.
yeah.
So you peek in real slowly and you see it's a fairly well lit room. Like I said, it's where they eat their lunch. Brax and Dama are in there eating the food that's on the table. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
What are you 2 doing? You see Annie Annie cross the hall and like peek into the room and like, oh, and like walk in.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah, so you cross with her?
Yeah. I'm like,
What do you do?
Can I walk down the hall past that doorway and into the other room, room 4, with like the barrel?
So you need to explain where you're going.
So, yes, second room on the right. Like,
Okay. Yeah, will you make a stealth check?
yeah. Nope, 16.
Because you have no shoes on, your feet don't scuff. But if you would have had shoes on, you kind of drug your feet to start with. But you kind of like hustle across this floor and you into this room. You step into a small and cramped room with a number of crates and boxes stacked around the edges.
Is there another goldfish?
I don't know, you just see boxes.
Check.
Can I open one?
Okay, you can make an investigation check.
$15.
Okay, you start quietly opening some boxes. In one box, you find all of your stuff.
Ooh!
In another box, you find a small box with a whistle made of gold-colored wood. So like you open up one box, you're like, oh, my stuff. And you just open up a small box next to it, and there's nothing in there but just like this wooden whistle painted gold.
How big is the whistle?
It's a whistle.
Well, I know, but they're like different kind of whistles.
I mean, yeah, like a coach's
a
one, it's like
whistle.
a big old conch shell, you know.
I would say conch shell if it was a conch shell. It's a whistle, man.
Size.
Yeah, it's a whistle.
I take my stuff and I take the whistle.
Okay. Hold up. Did you find anything else? A 15 is what you said?
Yeah.
Oh! You also find, in the box with the whistle, 2 potions of healing.
I'm taking them.
Okay. You people in the food room, y'all eating, having yourself a leftover cold lunch.
I'm going.
Um,
Wait, no, food. I'm eating. Just kidding.
Okay, what are you guys
I
doing?
remembered.
Eating food.
Just eating?
Yeah. I'm gonna finish eating
You hear,
and then continue.
you know, I only got like 4 teeth. This is a great meal. This is a great meal. Will you all make a stealth check for me?
Me
Not,
too?
not you,
Oh, okay.
because you're in a dark room.
Oh
10.
no.
10?
6.
11.
Okay, all of you are like, at about this volume, yeah, this is great. And you hear, hey, what's that?
I like duck under a chair.
Okay,
Look under the table.
okay.
I'm just gonna sit there.
Okay, you sit there and just keep eating?
Middleman.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, you're a giant metal man. What are you going to do?
Are you sure you're not a bowl?
And you hear
Bowl?
feet hustling down the hallway. You see from the doorway, you see a guard hustle past towards the jail. You see this guard hustle past too, and you're just going, okay. You two don't see anything because you're like under a table
Can we
hiding.
hear things though?
You hear feet run past really
Run
fast.
past. Okay. I'm going to.
So here's the deal. You all realize that a guard went running into the jail where your cells are now empty. You have, when I point at you, you have to tell me exactly what you're doing. If you hesitate, I'm going to say you freeze. Okay? So I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to think about what do you do now, and you're going to tell me, okay?
A few moments later.
I get out from under my chair and quickly and quietly, like, go out and then go to the first door on the right, kind of peek in, and then go inside.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
I get up from
Nat
the
20.
chair and
I mean,
stand like
26.
next to the doorway, but like so that from the jail you couldn't see me.
Okay, you don't need to make a check.
I put on all my armor and pull my sword out.
Okay, that's going to take you like 10 minutes.
I just pull. Okay, I put my stuff on the ground and I pull out one of my swords.
Okay,
I do the same thing as her.
make a stealth check.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, so you just stand up and you're like, oh, and like hustle over to the door and like, oh crap. You two like hustle out and like look back and forth, and you both notice this like darkened closet, and you duck inside. You, highs or lows?
Oh no.
Lows.
Okay, you see 2 figures just rush through the door, and you're like, ah! You go to swing, but at the last second you realize who it is. You're like, what are you doing?
You scared me! I, like, duck under into the crates.
So like there's no place to hide. You can just like kind of shuffle in between the crates.
Hide in the crate.
But if like someone walks into this room, they're very much gonna see you.
Okay, I grab my stuff and I.
Well, you don't know your stuff's there.
Oh,
Only I know.
Okay.
Are you
First you
gonna
did it.
open? I feel like the crate
I
is
have
open.
just been. I am in the
Yeah, like it is literally like the same time that you were like eating food, she's digging through boxes.
Okay.
So like,
Did I notice the crate open?
no,
No,
like
okay.
you literally just bust into
I
this room.
asked her what's in this room. What is this room?
The boxes.
Boxes. I don't know. I only opened one box. Two.
What was in the
And
box?
I found my stuff and a whistle.
okay.
Which box?
So then I want to go
I
search
opened
through
the
my
open
stuff.
box.
Open one.
Yeah,
I want to go
do-
search through the stuff.
Okay, so you make an investigation check.
I'm gonna wait and see.
10.
You look in the box that had the potions and the whistle, and there's nothing in there.
Okay.
You're like, oh, this sucks. And Eris goes, well, look in that box. And you look in the next box, and your stuff's in there too. And you
Yes.
pull out, you have all of your possessions.
They don't know I found the potion.
Okay.
No. At that point, you hear, they've escaped! Everybody's gone! They've escaped! And you hear guards starting to like, wait, what? What? What are you talking about? And like the entire jail just starts going crazy. People running everywhere, up and down the halls. And that's where we're gonna stop. Hey everybody. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, we have cut the episode right at the end of some action. I did this for a couple reasons. Number one, it's been taking forever and I just wanted to get an episode out so that you guys had something to watch while you're stuck at home. And the other reason is because there's still, I think, like 40 minutes left of recording. And so we're going to be able to get a good another episode out of this. So we're going to do 2. Hopefully I can get the second one done sooner, just because, well, we're all stuck at home and we don't have a whole lot going on. Well, I mean, we've all got to get our school stuff done, but hopefully I can get this second one out a little bit quicker. I'm so sorry, you guys, that this year kind of sucked. The end of this year just kind of crashed and burned. I really wish we could have finished out the year here and given you seniors your party and done prizes. A few of you guys have commented on the Instagram account about how we could do some prize stuff, whether it was me setting it in a box here on the property and having you come and pick it up, or finding a drop-off location that we can both agree on, or mailing it out. Nothing just really kind of worked. So I'm going to keep trying to figure something out because I would like to get something to our seniors. I'm not promising anything, but I really would like to. I do want to give a shout out to Tom Larson for being a great club president this year. I know being a club president is kind of big and daunting and there's a lot to do sometimes, and Tom, you did great, and I appreciate you, buddy, and I'm glad we had you as our president this year. Our seniors that are leaving us, man, I wish we had something for you. I wish we could do a big party. I wish we could do some pizza and some fun and some games and some good stuff, but I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. We are in talks right now with a new president and vice president and some new things for next year. Stay tuned. Hopefully by the end of the next episode, we'll have some announcements for you guys on who is going to be running the club next year. Well, I mean, it's going to be in my room, but who's going to be like your club president and what's going to be happening next year. So please stay tuned, pay attention. Thank you for watching the episode. Watch for part 2 of this episode coming soon. And then also hit me up on Instagram for the club's Instagram and leave comments here and let me know if you guys want to see some new videos. Maybe I can throw together a group online with you guys and we can do like an online game on Zoom. Roll20 is great, but it is crashing and it's overwhelmed right now. So maybe we could do some Zoom games. There's another program online that I need to go check out that I've heard really good things about. So if you guys want to see an episode, maybe leave me some comments below and we'll see what we can do. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Adios.